Hi, I'm Morgan. I just finished my freshman year at KU in May of 2014, and I haven't technically declared a major yet, but I'm headed in the business direction. I'm signed up for all the business core classes needed for a business major, so that's my path that I'm headed down. I'm interning at Rebecca Minkoff here in New York City this summer. Rebecca Minkoff is a fashion brand. She's most well known for her handbags, although she does still make ready to wear apparel and shoes and jewelry. She kind of falls in the same category as Tory Burch or Marc Jacobs, Kate Spade, Michael Kors. All those designers are very similar to her. Many A-list celebrities wear her handbags, although it is still affordable enough for college girls or 20-year-olds, early 30-year-olds to wear and purchase as well. So I got this internship through a connection, so I didn't apply for it. However, I did still have to go through the hiring process. I learned about it from my sister Molly, who has a client who has a good relationship with Rebecca Minkoff, and her brother Uri, who is also the CEO of the company. So through that connection, I was put in contact with the right people. My resume and my cover letter, all that information was forwarded on to Uri, who okayed it, and then I was put in contact with an employee from merchandising. So we exchanged emails, and she asked me what department I would feel most comfortable in and what I would be the most beneficial to, and I ended up in the creative department. So I interviewed with a girl named Jacqueline, probably around April, early May at the latest, I want to say, this past year. And she asked me questions, typical interview questions, and just so she was able to get to know me. And then I was headed to New York City after the interview. My main responsibility here at Rebecca Minkoff is handling the social media channels. So I'm taking the pictures for Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and Google Plus, and I'm posting them on for the Rebecca Minkoff official account. And then I obviously have to come up with captions. And also, I do weekly social media insights. So that's where, through companies that we use like Curate and Social or Rival IQ, I'm able to observe data from our company, but also our competitors, like social media data, and compare what we're doing good, what we could do better, comparing it to our companies, what they're doing, or our enemies. Sorry. And so I'm able to write comments, and that social media report is passed on to the head of my department, and she forwards it on to Uri, just so we're able to keep up with making sure that we're in the know and we're doing the right things on social media. That's not only I don't only do that. I'm happy to help in the office as much as I can. So even if that's running errands, I remember my first day, I was headed to Brooklyn to pick up some clothes that were needed from a photographer's studio because they needed to be back in the headquarters. So even little things like that, I'm happy to do around the office. So I think the best aspect of interning, and not only is it in NYC, but my department is really awesome. I have a really great group of women who I work with. They're really fun to be around, but yet they still get a lot of work done. And I think I have been surrounded in a really cool atmosphere. The fashion industry is really fun. It can be feisty, but it's a really cool industry to work in because you're at fashion shows, you're at photo shoots or cool events. That's all really cool to me, especially for a 19-year-old college girl. My advice to people considering internships is for sure go out and do it. Take risks. Don't be afraid to fail. Always show up with a positive attitude and just be more than happy to help, and make sure that you just go in there with a positive attitude and ask questions and just show them how awesome you are.